Welcome to this morning's Biker Angle. I'm James Hollywood Machikari, and this is an opinion one. We're going to cover cop clubs today, and I get a lot of requests for this one, and I also get a lot of questions about some of the articles I've done on them, as well as my feelings towards them. So, before we get into that, next Friday, the 10th, at 9 a.m., we're going to start an exclusive series with the Outlaws Motorcycle Club. This is a rare event. They rarely come and talk to anybody in the media. This includes regular MSM, mainstream media as I call it, bloggers, anything that has to do with the media. So, the series is called The Response. And as we get going through this week with the promotions, you'll know more and more about what we're going to be talking about in that series. But let me tell you, it's explosive. It really is. There's a lot of questions on the internet that will be answered once and for all from the club standpoint. As I always say, there's always two sides of the story, and both should be told before any conclusions are ever drawn. So it's gonna be a hell of a series, let me tell you. When I put that banner up there yesterday, the emails lit it up. Hey, what's it gonna be about? What's this? What's that? Well, as you go, you'll see during the week as the different banners and promotions come out. But we want to thank the AOA, the Outlaws, for giving us the opportunity to present the exclusive, rebuttals and stuff like that. But as far as cop clubs, it's something that's quite, it's quite the new phenomenon, if you ask me. And it's come to the point where they've even formed their own alliance. And many of you, if you follow Insane Throttle Biker News on HarleyLiberty.com, our main site, you'll see all kinds of articles on the Alliance of Law-Abiding Clubs. You'll see all kinds of articles on cop clubs. So, the Alliance, what it is. And this is going to come right from their site. And let this burn into your brains. The Alliance was formed as an antithesis to the traditional confederation of clubs to provide networking, support, intelligence sharing. You got that right, intelligence sharing, and solidarity among like-minded, law-abiding motorcycle clubs. The Alliance recognizes only the legitimate rule of law as a limiting factor in all aspects of their existence. So, you heard me highlight that, right? Intelligence sharing. And you wonder why I have a problem with the Alliance of Law-Abiding Clubs. Not, you know what, that and the fact that it's 99.99999% ran by cop clubs. It's also an alliance that, if you listen to a podcast that I did on Motorcycle Madhouse, I played a segment where the president of this so-called alliance came on, and there's no allowances for elections. The board, the officers, they're all there for life. They do not want elections, so there's a problem in itself. The Confederation of Clubs holds its elections between its club. It's not a dictatorship like most would say. So, there's one problem. You already know something's wrong when you don't let your member clubs vote. Another thing is, it's pure and simple cop clubs. They're there for intelligence sharing. They're there to walk among all the other clubs and gain intelligence on them. So, the biggest problem I have is hypocrisy. Here's these cops, work 9 to 5 or whatever shift the hell they're working. They go out there and they purposely harass bikers. They purposely talk shit about bikers, especially one percenters. And then the next thing you know, they're out there with these 3-piece patches trying to act like outlaw bikers. Now, if that isn't hypocrisy, I don't know what is. I don't know if it's because, they long to be something they wish they could be, but instead they chose to be a cop. And there's nothing wrong with choosing to be a cop, man. You know what? I'm not against cops. They got their job to do. As far as bikers, well, in the old days anyway, it used to be they tried to bust us, and we tried not to get busted. There was a fine line right there. Everybody knew their side. Nowadays, that line's so damn blurred, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. When I looked at some of the member clubs of that alliance, it was sickening. Especially seeing a 1%er club out from the East Coast. Long history, shit like that. Next thing you know, they're over here sucking on the cops' dicks. Next thing you know, they're law-abiding. So, all those years you were a respected 1%er club, then all of a sudden you decide you want to go jump in bed with the cops? What the hell is that kind of shit, man? What would past brothers who put blood, sweat, and tears into your organization think about making that move? Now, of course, Lollipops over there with his unicorns, as I call them, the Legacy MC. But that's expected, because Lollipop's pissed off so many freaking people, he has no choice. He has to run to the cops. That's the kind of guy he is. Any guy who goes and tries to rat on his former club in court, yeah, that's a piece of work right there. And it's funny with the Alliance and this law-abiding biker. This guy does a podcast. He claims to be a representative of 99% of the clubs out there. He's a part of the 99%ers. Yeah, that don't go well when that's brought up, because the 99%er clubs out there are like, hey, fuck that, man. Cops ain't part of our crew. But you got this guy who is a press officer for the Yakima Police Department going around saying, hey, we're the 99%. No, cops, you're not 99%. I don't know if you even know your head from your asses, but you're far from 99%ers. 99%ers, the legit ones, are cringing at you, man. They're actually laughing at you anyway. But the problem I have is cops want to go acting like something they're not. Now, do I have a problem if cops want to form motorcycle clubs? No, but put on a 1-piece patch. Be what the hell you're supposed to be, man. Don't go around in bars raising hell, and then the next thing you know, you're pulling out your badge because you got your ass in a fucking jam and you know it's about to get kicked. You can't have it both ways, man. You're either a cop or you're you're a hardcore biker. You can't do both, man. That is the height of hypocrisy. And you bang on 1%er clubs, you bang on other clubs that don't fit your mold, or as you claim are not law-abiding. Christ's sakes, man, you got that freaking idiot Erlacher out there saying every 1%er is nothing but a criminal. What proof do you got? You know what? There's more cops that are charged, busted, and sentenced on felonies than all outlaw bikers combined. I did a program on that on Motorcycle Madhouse. I actually brought it up to that dweeb sheriff out of Dodge County who was giving AOA out of Lamira a bunch of shit. And his excuse, well, there's more cops and blah, blah. No bullshit, man. One cop enough. You guys take an oath. Hey, you paid a piper. And you're out there fucking saying that all 1%ers are criminals. That's bullshit. I've said it a million times. And hopefully, you know what, I'll say it another million times. When I was with the Pistons, a supposed outlaw, puppet, criminal gang, as the media says, not once was I asked at any time to do anything illegal. It was quite the opposite. If you were found doing some bullshit, you were kicked to the curb. Because people, quite frankly, don't want to serve RICO time on some shit somebody else is doing. It was always, don't let the club find out. That's the way it was in the black and white. So, a lot of the shit you're hearing about, you know what, I'm only talking about the black and white now. I do not know about the other clubs because I wasn't with them. I know for a fact that there was no criminal activity allowed within the club. If you were found out, you were kicked to the fucking curb. That was the rule in Chicago anyway. And it was a good rule, you know. I know out of the west side, they wouldn't want nothing to deal with that shit. And again, who wants to serve RICO time for some shit they didn't do? So no, not all 1%ers are freaking criminals. They're hard-working, blue-collar guys. Most of them are welders, truckers, freaking working warehouses. Some even work in freaking, you know, as white-collar. Some are lawyers. But that 1%er designation doesn't mean you're a criminal. Yeah, there's been shit in the past that's happened. But that don't mean that the club is a criminal organization. If that's the case, with all the cops being charged and all that crap, then the blue gang really does exist, doesn't it, Erlacher? See, that's the thing. You guys can never come up with a legitimate rebuttal to that. All you can come up with is, well, there's so many cops out there, and we don't like it either, and blah, 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 blah. That ain't an argument because you don't have one. So, with the cops, why the hell do you have to go out there acting like something you're not? Why not freaking just go out there, wear a one piece, do your thing? You know why you're not doing it? Is because you want the discourse. Again, your alliance was formed for intelligence gathering. Without a crime, you guys don't have a job. So, why not get out there, agitate people, get some shit going? That's what cops are good at, let me tell you. You know, yeah, there's some good cops, but there's also a lot of fucking mischievous ones too. You ever notice when they come up to your car, or you fucking see them in a gas station, they got this high, mighty fucking attitude like they're better than you? They ain't. They put their fucking pants on the same way we do. Only difference is they got a fucking badge and they got a gun. Without that, and I'm serious, without that, they ain't nothing but a bunch of punks. They're the ones who, in high school, were beat on, bullied, and now this is their chance to get back at you. It's straight up. You know, if they didn't act like such dicks, maybe they'd get some fucking respect out there. But they act like dicks all the time, man. Yeah, you get them out there, they do some charity and stuff like that, but what goes on behind his scene on the streets is totally freaking different. Go to Chicago, man, you'll love them fucking cops. Let me tell you, they'll beat you in the fucking back alley, man. They'll fucking grab you, take you in the back alley, beat your ass. That's the way those cops are in Chicago. I'm sure it's like that in New York, Los Angeles, and all the major cities. Because they got a God complex. Maybe if you guys were a little more sociable and weren't fucking hypocritical dicks, you'd have an easier job. And you wonder why everybody's filming you pricks anytime you're around. But when it comes to motorcycle clubs, cop clubs is a big concern. It's not even a big concern just for, regular MCs. Their own departments can't fucking stand them. Because they know they're being hypocritical. They took an oath. Yeah, there's one thing to, being a motorcycle enthusiast, but it's another going out there and acting like something you're not. As far as, this alliance thing, watch out for them, man. Because it states right there it's all about networking and intelligence gathering. They're purposely bonding together to cause some shit. That reminds me of an incident that happened here in Chicago. One of these fucking cop clubs go into a bar, start harassing people. The people didn't know they were freaking cops. Next thing you know, fists are flown. Then the badges come out. And next thing you know, the ones who didn't start the shit are the ones being led away in handcuffs. Thankfully, it made the fucking news because somebody caught the shit on tape. As far as I know, the thing was what the fuck was it? They were banned from the bar and they were forced to disband by their departments. So, that's just an incident that can get you acquainted with cop clubs. But with that, I appreciate all the support, and I really appreciate all the contributions, man. Yesterday I got a $50 contribution, and that meant a lot to me, because all the contributions that I get go straight into Motorcycle Madhouse. My ultimate goal is to get it 5 days a week. Right now we're at Tuesdays and Saturdays, but 5 days a week, that would be great, where I can get all kinds of guests on, get interviews on, keep the momentum going, and, bring some great biker content, because the more content we get out there, the better it is for everybody. And I'm not just talking about Insane Throttle. I'm tickled to death that there's all kinds of new content creators coming up over YouTube, Facebook. Blogs are popping up all over the place. That's awesome stuff right there. Because the more information you get, the more of a choice you're going to get to make a decision. And I believe in that. I believe in that wholeheartedly. Next Saturday's Motorcycle Madhouse, you're going to see some replies from me on some situations that went down. And it's going to be full force out there. The surgery went well, so I'm recovering, so now I'm getting back on my game. The haters usually go after you at your weakest point, but now it's time for Insane Throttle to come out fucking hitting and putting down both sides, as we say. Our side, then you got their side. Our side's always been, we put it out there from the beginning. You can go through any of the articles of ours, see not only my experiences in the club scene, or in the biker scene. I was always straight up. Always verifiable, which is important. So, with that, you guys enjoy your day today. It is freaking raining a little bit where I'm at here today, so I wasn't able to get out there and enjoy the nice weather like I had been the last couple days shooting the videos and stuff like that. One final thing, August, let's see here, I got it down for August 19th at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. I'm going to be doing a live on YouTube. I think I finally figured the shit out. So, again, August 19th, 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, I'll do a live, and we'll just talk about, get some of your questions answered, all that, because I know you're going to have them after the series starts. So, with that, I'll talk to you guys later.